Hello, and welcome back to our YouTube channel, the Mexican wine country, Valle de Guadalupe. I'm your host, Don Chelly, and today we're visiting Cava Maciel. Nice to see you.
Yeah, nice to see you, Ron.
Thank you for taking the time. Cava Maciel was founded in 2009 by Jorge. Today, he's producing more than 3,000 cases of premium wines each year. But let's let Jorge tell us his story. Jorge, tell us something about your winery and how you got started.
Yes, absolutely. I was born and raised in Ensenada in 1970. So growing up in the late 80s, early 90s, that's when the wine fest started in Ensenada. And I was in my 20s, so obviously pretty much started. I love wine. I remember drinking wine when I was in my 20s, in my teens, then early 20s. So there were only like 19 wineries in the 90s, maybe a little bit more.
That's right. It didn't really get going until later in like the 2010, 2000,
exactly.
Right in that area. But you were alive. You were part of the scene as the wine industry was beginning to grow.
Exactly.
And this obviously captured your imagination.
Exactly. So in 1994, I took a trip to Europe, and my first stop was France, and I took a little bit of a taste of the French wine, and then I went to Italy, and I have a group of friends in Piedmont in northern Italy, and that's where two of my friends of the group that I have over there, they make wine for their own consumption. So that's when it hit me, and that's when I thought I can make my own wine. So I got my equipment in 1997, and I started making wine. My first batch, 1 barrel, was the year 2000. Wow. So every year was more, 1 barrel more, yes. 1 barrel more.
I know the story.
So in the first 10 years, it was like more of a trial and error and figure out exactly what I wanted to do. And 2011, I finally realized exactly what kind of wines do I really wanted to do. I did natural wines. I did a lot of blends. And now I only have 2 blends, and I have most of them monovarietals.
Wonderful. And you're producing a wide variety of wines today. What do you say we go over and take a look at some of the wines you're making now,
yes,
Jorge?
Let's do it.
Okay, let's go. You were mentioning something as we were just speaking about the varietals that you work with. Can you tell us about the wines that you're producing these days, and something about your blends and so forth?
Yes, absolutely. So I got about 11, 12 different labels, and obviously when I started back in 2000, I started with red labels, all red wine, and my first batch was a Cabernet Sauvignon. That was the first grapes that I was able to find, and then the next year Merlot, and the following year Nebbiolo. So anyway, I do Cabernet Sauvignon, Nebbiolo, Merlot, Syrah, Tempranillo, Petit Syrah, Malbec, and Syrah.
Wow, that's quite a list of varietals that you work with. Yeah. And you're a blender of wines. You like wine blends.
Yeah. So in the first 10 years when I started in 2000, I did a lot of blends. I did a lot of natural wines. And then over the first 10, 11 years, I realized I really like monovarietals, and I only have 2 blends. One blend is 2 varietals, it's 80% Tempranillo, 20% Syrah, and the other blend that I have with red wine is 3 varietals. One is 50% Mourvèdre, 25% Syrah, and 25% Cabernet Sauvignon.
Wow, that sounds delicious.
Yeah. And then obviously after, you need the right equipment to make white wine, rosé. So after 2012, I started doing white wine, Chardonnay, 100% Chardonnay. And then I do stainless steel Chardonnay and one that is called Vino de Luna, which is 4 months in French oak.
Wow.
So after many years, I decided to start making Pet Nat, which is the ancestral winemaking, ancestral sparkling, which is what they call it. It's not sparkling, but it's not champagne either. It's
a spritzy one.
It's a spritzy one. It's Pet Nat. It's basically it's natural bubbles. That's what they call it. And after that, I decided to start doing sparkling wines. The method tradicional.
Wow. And you are producing that now?
I'm producing that. This is going to be my third year of making sparkling now.
Wonderful. Do you have a big production of that? Or?
No. Small productions. 50 cases of Chardonnay, Blanc de Blancs a year, and 50 cases of the Grenache.
So I highly recommend, if you like sparkling wine, now's the time to get the Cava Maciel and try some of those 50 cases that Jorge's got available. Jorge, while we're at it, could you tell our audience something about your days of operation and your hours of operation?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
So we are open every day. We open Monday through Sunday, so every day, except we close on Christmas Day, December 25th. And we open from 11 to 5. We take our last reservation, and then by 6 we're completely closed.
Fabulous. At the end of our video, I'll leave a link where those of you that are interested in contacting Jorge can make a reservation to come and visit his beautiful facility. Okay, Jorge, would it be possible to take a little walk through your facility where you ferment and make these beautiful wines?
Let's do it.
Let's go. What a beautiful facility you have here. Thank you for sharing this with us. I see since the last time I was here visiting with you, I see some new fermentation tanks in here, eh?
Yeah, I've been getting smaller tanks to do other varietals. So like this year, I'm gonna buy 2 tons of Zinfandel. I never worked with Zinfandel before, so this is going to be my first year that I'm going to be working with Zinfandel. So I can do altogether 49 tons of grapes all at once here. All the tanks can be full, and so it's all the stainless steel tanks are controlled temperature, so I can have some of the tanks at 0 degrees Celsius and other ones at 20 degrees Celsius, so they're all independent controlled temperature.
Yeah, mention something about that 0 degrees Celsius, because a lot of people who are not winemakers like you and I don't really understand the significance of cold extraction and so forth. You mention that for a minute.
Oh yes, of course. So in the fermentation process, before the fermentation process, it's always nice to do cold macerations, and the only way to do cold macerations is if you have a chiller and you can bring down the temperature down to 0 degrees Celsius.
All the way to 0.
That, because if you don't, then the natural fermentation will start. So in order to be able to do a nice 10 or 15-day cold maceration, we need to bring down the temperature
to 0
degrees.
When we were in your tasting room here a moment ago, you mentioned to me that you have some varietals that you really prefer working with. What are your favorite varietals to work with?
Well, definitely, I love to work with Nebbiolo. I love to work with Petit Syrah, and Malbec is my I really like Malbec as well. So
it's a lovely grape. I love the color that we get from it.
The color extraction, the way it comes out. It's just one of my 3 favorites. They're all my favorites, but I think those are the 3 that you can see the evolution of the fermentation process, and you get to see the colors of the varietal when you're doing the pump overs.
Yeah, that's excellent. That's excellent. You know, speaking of those varietals, I'm often asked, and I'm sure you get asked also, about the grapes that we're growing here in the valley. Do you think there's one or 2 varietals that really are beginning to identify with the Valle de Guadalupe? Is there something that sticks out for you?
Definitely. That's got to be Nebbiolo. Our Nebbiolo is really adapted really well to the region, to Ensenada. And a lot of people say about the Chenin Blanc. And they're all adapted really well, but all the ones better than than the others. So definitely Nebbiolo, Petit Syrah, and I will have to say Zinfandel. I've tasted Zinfandel from other wineries, and it's amazing. So,
well, I admire you for that. I have made Zinfandel wine. For me personally, it's one of the most difficult grapes that I work with. I work with almost all of the grapes that we've just talked about, and like yourself, I really enjoy the Malbec. I have made Zinfandel wine, but for some reason, maybe my equipment, maybe the winemaker, I find it to be a difficult grape to ferment and really get the result that I'm after. So I'm going to be very anxious to try the Zinfandel wine.
We'll see this year.
Yeah.
We'll see how it comes out.
Wonderful. Do you think it would be possible that we could take a quick look at your barrel room?
Yes, of course.
Well, thank you. Let's go and have a look at that. Old barrel room you have, Jorge. Thank you for taking the time to walk me over here and see this. How many barrels do you have right now aging?
I have normally anywhere between 125 to 150. It can depend on different years. So roughly around, let's say 125 barrels.
Wow.
And I used to have, well, I still have some of the American oak, but in the last 4 years I've been just purchased French oak. So I really like French oak. I like American oak for some varietals, like especially Mourvedre, it goes really well. But for the most of them, I do French oak.
Do you have a strong feeling about the percentage of new barrels to used barrels, or many winemakers I know only prefer to use used barrels? Some winemakers prefer to have the stronger influence of the oak and they'll go to new. Most of us have a mixture.
Yeah, I kind of have like a formula for my varietals. Like for example, my Petit Syrah, I do 100% 24 months in brand new French oak. My Nebbiolo, I do 50% of new oak, and the other ones I do 40%, and the rest of them I do neutral. So everything's good. It all depends on the how many. What's the amount of tannins on each varietal, then you use more.
Sure. You match the barrel and the amount of time that it's going to live in the barrel to the particular varietal. Yeah,
correct.
Exactly. Do you make a Chardonnay, do I recall?
Yes, I make only one Chardonnay, one white wine, one varietal, and it's Chardonnay, and I do 4 months in brand new French oak.
This was the next question I had for you, whether or not you put your Chardonnay on French oak.
Oh yes.
Okay, well I'm looking forward to trying some of that.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm looking forward to trying a lot of these. What do you say we go back to your tasting room and drink some of these wines?
Let's do it.
Let's go. Once again, I want to thank you for taking the time today. It was very generous of you to share your beautiful facility with us, and I'm very much looking forward to having a little taste of this wine with you. Which one is that we're drinking right now?
This is the Pet Nat. It's the ancestral wine. It's Pet Nat stands out for Pétillant Naturel, which means natural bubbles in French. And this is Grenache and Merlot. So,
I can't wait.
Yeah, salud.
Here's to you, my friend. And here's to our viewers. I'm Don Chelly, your host, reminding you that there are very few things better than a great bottle of wine shared with friends and family. Thank you.
Thanks.